Yeah, I saw you before when we were talking before. You're like a tall man, big turquoise eyes, blonde hair to the shoulders, purple transparent kind of robe with the sleeves like bell sleeves. You're standing in this crystal structure building, and it has a lot of rooms. It's a round building. It looks like some sort of platform, and it's connected to Earth. It has a lot of strings connected to Earth. I see them coming down from the platform all the way down. And I feel like, oh, you're saying 280 souls like you came here to elevate, to neutralize the negative vibrations, the prevent some negative events from happening. The events they planned, because you have an interesting computer there. So there is a table. You're standing right by it. In the middle, there is a table. It looks like octagon. And why octagon? Because there's like 8 screens all around. And it looks like a round thing with 8 screens all around. And there's 8 chairs um, by those screens right in front. The chairs look kind of interesting. They're like crystalline in structure too. They look like selenite but blue, light blue in color. And the table looks totally like glass, transparent, but I get that it's a crystal because computer is part of it. It's like computer is molded into it. It's like part of it. And you're looking at what other members are doing. They basically, it's a huge building, but there's only 9 of you together. So you don't really sit at the table, as I understand. You were just going back and forth. These people going back and forth also. Usually when they're in some sort of a relaxed state, they would come out of their body and just go there and check on the progress, as you say, of our game, to counteract the evil force, as you call them, because they're all like composed of pretty much the same energy. They come from the source is that black hole that we know as AI technology that originate. It's like their that's their source. That's their artificially created source. So they all powered by it. But for it to survive and not to dry up, which it would, it kind of like dies out like a clone would in a while. It needs to be connected to the biological energy body or an energy source like a soul's essence. How did you come here? Let's see. You came through some portal system. You zoomed through all the universes. It's not like you came from a particular universe, but I see like a big, it's like a tunnel of light, like a portal system. It goes through the central sun, turns, and also splits. It goes into blue sun also. And there's a purple sun also in the back. That's the one we don't see. It's on the back of the universe. And so and it's like it was formed that way. But you originally come from a very large, I want to call it facility, but it's really not. It's like a source that has bubbles in it. Each bubble has like a big recreation room. And in that room, there are souls that are bunched up or grouped together for projects. So they're like clusters of energy. If you look from different perspectives, you would see different things. They can take shape and form whatever they want. They can turn into a cloud. They can go back into kind of humanoid type body. But I can't make out the face. I just see an outline of the body. And it's interesting that you kind of group by colors. Also, and color represents pattern and certain pattern. So you're kind of like all rooms have different clusters of souls classified by their abilities and what they decided their mission would be or they would do. You were well aware of the system here, how it goes, but you also are very curious. What you did, it's like you took a course on how to survive the earth. I, yeah, I see you sitting by up there, like at that original source where it came from that bubble, from that room. It's like a space. It's like a space that looks like a bubble to me. And you put like something looks like a headphones that you create out of energy. And you turn on, you have a big screen. It depends what universe you focus your attention on. They're all in front of you on the screen. And then you focus on Earth because it's really going down in vibration, in frequency, and it's causing the collapse of some creation systems that are in place in our universe and are being developed. They stopped in their progress because in the universe everything is needed for a perfect movement of energies. So if something is malfunctioning, that something is creating a problem, a malfunction of the whole organism as a whole. And that's why you notice that you need she needs some help and she's actually asking for help. So you put these headphones and there's no cord or anything connected. It's just that it's almost like through you tap in to information from the essence uh of Earth. And through the headphones you don't listen like to like the language or any sort, but it's like a music. Like you listen to music and it sounds like a flute to me. And through that sound, it's like a sound technology that conveys information into your essence of your own soul, as if you lived multiple lives on Earth. So you're saying to me that I just uploaded 500 lives on Earth from the very beginning, from the how they created the first man and inserted the soul into that one, and I know it all through those headphones. You're showing them to me. I can't pinpoint like what they're made out. It's just energy, but it's really fluffy energy. And I could never explain this technology. It just connects to consciousness somehow because each molecule is like a little round box that contains that connects that has a mind of its own, like a cell. It connects to the cells of your consciousness. It fills up. It fills up with information, so it gets absorbed through those musical waves, the sound waves into you. Um, and then you just come. 9 of you comes with the cluster. You come together because together you are power. You keep in touch. You keep connected. You created all together this particular crystalline structure building. Looks like a big igloo building, like a globe, and there's like a desk all around, and there is a round table in the middle. So you come there, and you have this projections all the time, like on the screens, where to send energy from all the people you connect to. So you're a connector. You're a soul who is a channel. There are souls who are channels on Earth. They're supposed to connect space energy, information from space to Earth, and this way be like natural antennas and connectors, conductors of information and energy of higher frequency, of higher understanding. It's almost like bringing the healing energy of information to something biological that is being programmed by something artificial. By being programmed by something artificial, the focus of attention shifts from the spiritual evolution more to more like technical material. Especially that's why they created something that the world that we live in that feels very material to us. So in our heads, it's like more towards possession and based on the capsule or container that our bodies are in, because the containers need to be, the maintenance of the containers is pretty hard. It's hard to maintain. Um, the fuel is food, and the water, and the little boxes, houses that they need to be, containers need to be warm, um, is needed. So you knew all about this. The truth is, you would not. I mean, it's kind of, it's your first life, even though it shows up as 500 before this one. Um, so that's a tricky part. Basically, mm, for you, it's like going to a history museum, going to this Earth, and that's what you like. You like doing this kind of missions. You like going to different universes, different galaxies, and partially you like collecting historical data, about all the timelines, about all the development, because in your recreation lab, as you call it, you use that data, that information for creating new universes, because is each bubble or each room with cluster of souls inside, as grouped by interest and by certain characteristics, creates its own universes. And those, for creating better and better each time, you need more and more information to implement it and prevent some things happening next time. Let's say you figure out, okay, well, if we set up a Sita planet, because it's basically like putting energies together, and then the energies expand and they mature from a baby Earth to a mother Earth, to that can actually give birth to other planets too, or other souls. Um, so next time you're gonna invent some seriously protective layer that nobody could attack it, nobody can conquer it, like it was done this time. And for this, you need information. So it's like you're interested in cultures, in in everything related to it, like even different tribes, different countries, his, yeah, everything, all the events and material stuff that belongs to each kind of epoch and timeline and decade. That's why this interest towards all this. And I get all the time that your husband is like your partner in this, because I do see him how he comes too. He arrives later, and he arrives from he's not in your he's in a different on the different platform. There are multiple platforms, and I see how reptilian ships are hovering around, and Draco's too, watching you over. But the thing is, you have this protection bubble that is made out of your soul's essence. That is like it reminds me like the prison would have that fence that has electricity running through it. That protection bubble has your soul's energy running through it, which is like electricity for reptilians, so they cannot access it or touch it or do anything about it. And I mean, you're aware, you look at the satellites, you look what they transport, what they do, the technology they carry, um, different layers that have different astral layers and platforms, what they do to souls. The only thing is, like, you clearly know that your mission is your mission. Everybody else his own thing to do. Some souls are victims who just got here, got trapped. So you have to figure out, find the lighthouses, like let's say you or some other people, to connect to for information how to get themselves, let themselves set themselves free and get rid of all the interference that they got incarnating here. Um, and those 500 lives before, it almost like I feel like it's not really worth going into, because it's just the basically software programs of lives that somebody else had. You upload it into your consciousness for the duration of this trip of yours. Basically, for you, it's like a business trip to heal the earth in altogether. So, but you have a specific kind of specific how's it called, specialization, or focus of attention. Your thing is just you energetically connect with people. You picked this you had to pick some field where you closely connected with people and very close and interacting closely. So whatever you come, you understand in your life, and as your consciousness grows, it affects other people that you get into in contact with. Uh, that was done for this reason. You picked this life. You picked to be taking care of people and healing them, but you heal through your energy. Um, but I'm just looking in your energy sphere. This is really funny. You're gonna laugh here. You got two dragons, and I'm asking them like, what are you doing here? They look green with wings, like dark green with wings, and they're saying, "Please get us out of here." She's and I'm asking them, "Why are you here?" And you say, well, I wanted to heal them. They got infected with black goo. And they're kind of holding on to each other. Yeah, it's like the two brothers, they're saying. And so the father dragon, who's a big one, you basically what you do throughout your life, you're pulling in creatures that go past by you. It's almost like you are in the window of the shop and they look at you through the glass of your energy sphere. And if you see any contamination that they have, because they're actually hunting for your energy, but you open the space for them like a door in your energy sphere and you say, hey, I can heal you. I mean, I know how to do it. I came here to do that because you know that you have the spark in you, right? You didn't lose it yet, like others, did. So I better heal you. And they're like, no, no, no. I wait because their consciousness level is not up to that level yet to understand. But they used to be positive dragons. But it looks like Dracos took over their planet and tried to use them for hunting, for, kind of like figuring out what soul they can catch or they can interfere with, and what the soul's weak spot would be, how to trigger the soul go down in vibration, like energy body of that person, what kind of person in his or her life to use for triggering certain emotions to get connected and therefore interfere with that person. And you just pull them in. I mean, and they're like sitting in there, and and then you have a little it's like a circle. It's like you know what the this is really funny. It looks it looks like a circle, like a spinning, like a carousel, and it's spinning and it's sticky surface. And I see like literally the demonic beings are glued to it. They're red color skin, and they're like demons without the horns though, and they're like baby ones or something. And you keep spinning them and you're grabbing them from the environment and sticking them. They're stuck on this sticky thingy and they keep spinning. And I asked them, how fun is that? And they said, no, it's not fun. She's crazy. She's cleansing the matrix levels here from entities. She's evil. This is really funny. I mean, you have like a circus going on. There's a, yeah,
Oh dear.
and but those are ones I see. They absolutely don't, they can't even take energy from you. You are actually seriously putting like energy over them, and you're saying that you're gonna keep them safe until we come up with technology to convert them into positive beings. If you saw their faces, you would be laughing really. But yeah, those dragons are like hugging each other. But get us out. Get us out. He's nuts. So I mean, this is the funniest session I've ever had.
You're welcome. That'll be $300.
Yeah,
So
big girl week.
Come
and
on.
on the right, you have like the shelves. You have the books there. Different epochs. You have this comfy chair. It's yellow with a kind of like flowers with the leaves, kind of like this, intertwined. And you're just sitting on it, sometimes reading books. Um, by the way, you don't have a contract with anybody. You just managed.
What?
You really, yeah, because I mean, you're like some sort of shining sun energy inside. You just totally feel supported and connected with the other So the 8 beings that you came from, 8 souls, and those are doing the same. As a matter of fact, you're kind of showing them to me. I see bubbles in space. You're located close enough. And you specifically came for the US. They are in different other parts. I see Arkansas, I see Utah, I see Texas, I see California, and I see New Jersey. And there's also, this is like New Mexico, I think Santa Fe, I see. And then I see Alaska. And is it Minnesota or something like snowy? Yeah, Minnesota, I think. So those are there. But they're all doing some stuff like that. There's this one guy, he's got like in the middle of his energy sphere. I just see it from far away. He's got, you know, that thing for the coats with the hooks. He literally got the stick in the middle of his energy sphere with the hooks, and he's just hanging grays in there. Like he got a collection of grays. Yeah, it's just seriously. We're having fun here.
Everyone laughing here. Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're all cleansing stuff. So the question is, why did you come to me? You yourself are doing pretty good job. I guess we have to pair up with you and do sessions together.
All 8 of us. And, no.
Yeah. So you said that you're very tired. You said you're just tired. That this being they keep coming, and some of them actually are disincarnated. They lose their bodies, and you have to give them instructions how to disconnect from the physical and astral levels, from all the physical objects, from all the connections with other people that they had in life. I just realized it's just a movie that you played a part in, and those souls are separate. They come from different places most of the time. And that's the only way to leave, to disconnect from everything and everybody. And you instruct them how to do it, so they leave. You help them, and that's probably why you see a lot. You do it in the mostly like 90% of that job you do when your physical body is asleep. So they come to you and you redirect them. You open portals for them. You know how to do that. Just, draw with your finger, open the door, create a scene you want, certain vibration that you want, raise your vibration. It's easy to do. Just want to raise it and it's raised. And you explain it to see, I see how you do it. And yeah, they go out. They're very thankful to you. I mean, you've done a lot of instructing others with all of that, and you're letting the dragons out now because you kind of laughingly said out loud that they drank a lot of Coca-Cola. They got contaminated with black goo. Yeah, and those stuck, this little demonic thingies, baby key, baby, baby stuck. You were also, yeah. You just letting them into the portal. The portal is more like a black hole where they gonna stay here. You said until better times, until we cleanse all the first and second dimensions under us, so they don't. It's interesting. Those demons, they have a portal to Saturn. They have a headquarters in Saturn and in Earth, and they go back and forth all the time. So you're trying to break that connection because they also use some souls, some human souls, for that supply the energy for the portal. They basically use souls as portals. They put them together, created that portal. That's where they also stay, and they have souls. They're stuck in Saturn. That's how they keep souls incarnated over and over again. And that's probably why you decided to get as many as possible of them stuck in that device that you created. You know how to create. You have interesting, you had like this light pink, light white, light blue, 300 strands of DNA, each is 100. It's like 100 strands, 100, and I see them as three beams of light connected, all three, like this color-wise. And you are aware of all the crystalline structures everywhere in the world, and you use crystals, hard crystals and liquid crystalline structures for powering the computers, the technology that you use. So it's like you just know it. That's why your interest lies in crystals. You know how powerful they are. You know how they have consciousness. They can connect with your consciousness. You can share information. You can download information from them, and you can upload into them some of the knowledge, because our human brain processor has only this much memory, and not everything can be kept. So basically you connect with crystals, you do the work. That's the invisible work that through crystals, when they shine, when you hold one, it shines. You know what? It's like you project the information that you already have in you through the crystal, and it projects like holograms around. People don't see the holograms, but they walk through holograms and they absorb the information around you. So you might have some dreams or visions of old times in different countries. I see you show me the screen. You say, well, my favorite is in Netherlands. Some countries are very interesting. What they make with their hands, what they create. You show me some little like dolls or things made out of wood, or ornaments, like even Christmas ornaments and things like that, that they use for decoration also. So you might have dreams like that, but these are not your lives. These are the lives that you uploaded into yourself, downloaded. I get mixed up with those terms. Yeah. So as if they were your own life. So you're well protected and you're well adapted to do the work you're supposed to do here. And you're doing it pretty well, as well as others. I mean, it's just really interesting. When you get run down energetically, because you process a lot of information through you and you give out a lot of energy to heal others around you, you might get run down, colds and things like that. Maybe sometimes body aches, maybe something like this also, because it depends which body parts gets depleted. What you do is, I understand, looking on at your energy bodies, like mental, emotional, you know how not to you know how to not, you take it on and you process it and you release. So you don't keep clusters of it in your body. You are very light. You're like the wind. So it blows into you, blows out of you. That's what I feel from you. You're well aware that it's not good to keep low vibrational emotions or any feelings of being upset and all this, whatever low vibrational things, um, mental constructs from other people, or emotions come your way, you would also always process them, turn them into positive, and release them into the environment. You're like a processor machine, also. You're something. Seriously. So,
You're something.
yeah, I mean, you can ask questions.
So I've only had one life. This life.
This is your life, and you're like this. You're standing in front of me. You're showing me. You're saying this is the business trip, one life. Because I knew what Earth was all about. I didn't want to get stuck here for more than one. It's a crazy carousel place. She says I'm not participating in this game, but I can
Okay.
help a little. Yeah, yeah.
So interesting. So I'm basically capturing bad guys, taking care of them. So are the dragons okay?
The dragons are fine. They're
Feel bad
fine.
about the dragons.
Yeah. They created some space with mountains and rivers and
Oh, good.
beautiful place. Yeah.
That's funny. I've never been really thought much about dragons or anything. I've always been, I collect angels too, which is weird because someone told me once that they said I was an angel, and I'm like, but yeah.
Well, they try to get to you through creating a belief in your head about the angels. So, reptilians posing for angels could come through, and it's,
Word.
yeah, but there was
Okay.
just that.
So you said that my husband was one of the group of 8 that we all came.
Yeah, yeah.
Are there other family members that are of this 8, or
Wait,
they're
wait,
just
wait, 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 wait. Your husband, no, he's in a different facility. He's in a different astral, etheric facility. Different. You know each other because you do similar work. He's more technical stuff. He's disrupting. He's shooting. He's like a Zeus. This is it. He's shooting like He's got a stick. He bangs it, and he shoots like lightning all over the place, and it disrupts technologies of the Matrix.
okay?
But
Okay,
yeah,
so
he's
I
in a
don't have
different
any
dome
karmic
facility.
debt. I don't have any contracts. Just on a
No,
business trip.
no, yeah, quite an issue. Well, in a way, this woman was right. You're an angel, because you came here to help. But yeah, I mean, we're all angels and gods and all that, if you think of it.
Okay, well that makes a lot more sense. And why I wake up exhausted?
Right. Well, creating carousels for horny guys.
The glue babies too. That's terrible.
Right, right, right. Because you're gonna teach them how to be good ones.
Or you're gonna throw up.
Teach
I'm so evil. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. This is so
Right.
funny.
It is really funny. Didn't expect that to see.
Okay.
Well, we started on a funny note with me being in the woods as a squirrel, right?
True.
It's
It's very
actually
true. It's very true. And I can't stand any kind of carnival rides. So maybe that's why I chose that.
that keeps spinning.
What?
Tell her to stop. We're done. Not fun.
We're done. We're done. Okay. Well, is there anything I need to do or work on or
Have fun the rest
have
of
fun?
your life. You in charge.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you love nature. You love nature because it gives you the sense of your true self, your own vibration, the vibration that you brought here in your essence of your soul, and that the nature and animals is the closest you can get, or the little babies, that the innocent, and
Mhm. I used to,
so
yeah, I used to tell people that going out in the garden and pulling weeds and things was my yoga.
Right. Yeah, because you're basing in that you blend in, you merge with the vibration of nature, and it's like you're swimming in your perfect little ocean of, relaxation, basically.
Okay. Wow. Well, I'm glad it made you laugh.
No, I mean, I was actually crying from laughing. This was really funny.
Well, I like to make people laugh, so.
Can Yeah, can come out. I mean,
One of the things I used to sing a lot and do theater, and I just wondered about that because that has nothing to do with anything we've talked about.
LASUS, Lassus 52. It's some galaxy in some other universe, and you're like a woman, very tall, energy-based woman, a bright, sparkling energy composed of, it's like you put stars together and they form a human body, and you're sitting on a rock by the pond. The pond is like it can talk to you, it can shape shift into different entities. It's consciousness spread out as a pond, and you're growing like bright purple and pink crystals there. And then different beings come to you from different dimensions, high dimensions, starting from 7 to and asking you to grow the crystals. You sing over them. The singing reminds me kind of like a church, like this, and it's hard to it's not really human voice, it's different pitch even. I don't know, like I can't explain the music thing, but they grow faster and you connect with them. They're like your children, you talk to them all the time, and you tell them, oh, grow better and grow faster, and we need to help this planet or this or that planet. And the beings just come to you and they're like, it's like order system, like we need crystals for that to improve this, or basically because they don't want to use AI technology, they use crystals, and they have different characteristics and abilities to help with different things that the planet needs. Sometimes you just need to patch something energetically, and the crystal would do that, or create a grid, and then they need certain amount of crystals to create a grid of protection around the brand new planet or a star, things like that. So connection, the voice, music, crystal is from there.
Okay. Okay. Wow, this has just been incredible. Thank you so much.
Sure.
So is there anything else I should work on? Gosh. So I need to find a job where I can sit and sing over crystals, or
Oh, yeah, well, you already see you got all this, stars, and you're like in the forest with all these objects. And I mean, there's an explanation for everything. You're just like a library of knowledge, basically, yourself. It's just that the physical body filter is hard to get to it, right? Unless you're in this trance and you focus on it and you open your abilities. But it's really, the Matrix wouldn't really want us to open them completely because they would like to destroy us and they would target us more. So sometimes, in a way, it's also protective so that we don't remember totally everything. But yeah, I think it's gonna unfold for you, and I think you're gonna participate more in these groups, that the group you're in and other groups are gonna connect more. We're gonna build better system of groups connected with each other, and totally this way we could live away from a system, separate completely from their system to survive, to provide for the body and everything, you know.
Right.
So thanks. Well, anyway, turn off the recording, we can laugh more.
Okay.
Thanks. It was fun.